YouTube. Welcome back to Common Sense Logic and Reason. And as always, thank y'all for joining me. Today I have another episode of Race Hustle Rhetoric. And this will be an example of historical crime. And I'm pretty sure we've heard this, everyone's heard this, and we've heard it numerous times. We've heard blacks cry about it. And that being 400 years of slavery. Now, what's the claim on that? Well, we were quote unquote enslaved for 400 years, and how do you expect us to the white folks have 400 years of advantage on us? We've heard that nonsense. And it's basically, this is just constantly used, like all the rest of the rhetoric, used as excuses for black behavior, to deflect away from black behavior. So what's the truth in all this? Well, obviously we know that there was slavery in America, but then there was slavery everywhere, okay? And it's common belief that, especially amongst people in America, and especially amongst blacks, that slavery, the whole institution of slavery, is a American institution and only enacted against black people, which is ridiculous because slavery has been going on since the beginning of time, okay? Every race of people on the face of this planet have been victims of it and have been perpetrators of it. So slavery is not an American institution, and was not only enacted against black people. But here's the question though. 400 years of slavery is stopping who from what? One of the perfect evidence of why 400 years of slavery is utter nonsense in America is that the overwhelming majority of wealth that has been generated in this country has been first generation. In other words, the people who are rich, they are the ones, overwhelming majority has been the ones who have earned that. So the majority of wealth in America is first generation, and it's not generational wealth, which means that it has nothing else to do with quote unquote slavery, legacy of slavery. And I'll be making a video on that foolishness, legacy of slavery foolishness. If the majority of wealth in this country is first generation, then what does 400 years of slavery have to do with that? Again, I always love to revert to the high school senior example. Let's say you have a black high school senior today, a black high school senior in America today, or whenever, and this person, regardless of male or female, let's say that they want to be a mechanical engineer, right? Now, how exactly is racism, systematic white supremacy, stopping them from achieving it? How exactly are they being held back from doing such because of 400 years of slavery, of which majority of black people in America, again, black people wouldn't know slavery from a damn hamburger, but yet they cry about it. Okay, the majority of people in America wouldn't know Jim Crow from Rice Krispie treats, but yet they cry about it. But how exactly is this high school senior, black high school senior, now banned from being a mechanical engineer because 400 years of slavery? Matter of fact, how are they being held back from doing anything? What about doctor or lawyer? How about beautician? Okay, barber. What exactly is that high school senior? What exactly is that high school senior being banned from doing in the United States of America because of 400 years of slavery? The answer to the question, again, we all know is absolutely nothing. So 400 years of slavery is basically bullshit. It's complete crock of bullshit. That's what it is, because it's completely totally irrelevant to today. I don't care, and by the way, I don't care if it was 2 days of slavery. You have black folk crying, they have 2 days advantage on us. I don't care if it's 2 days of slavery. If all you do is bitch, moan, and whine all day, you spend more of your time and energy bitch, moaning, and whining and crying about slavery, that means you're not spending any time out here building and producing anything. And again, if you look at Asian people, hell, Japanese, Chinese people, they come here, and a lot of them come here, and in first generation off the boat do well on ACT test. Again, is that because of any legacy of anything? And you telling me black people who've been in this country for all these years can't? All because of 400 years of slavery? That's completely, totally irrelevant to anything? That's not stopping a single person in America from achieving anything? And you often hear these race hustlers, like I say, these race hustlers, they keep bringing up all the nonsense, keeping black people stuck on stupid. But anyway, y'all, if you ever hear the excuse, the cries of 400 years of slavery, well, now you know, and knowing it's half the battle, and you have viewpoints now, just watching the video to counter it. Because again, 400 years of slavery, I don't care how many years of it, years of quote-unquote advantage that white people quote-unquote have on black people, the overwhelming majority of wealth in this country is still first generation, which means that anybody can go out there and produce wealth if they just go out there and do what it takes. But bitch, moaning and whining and crying will not. And as always, y'all, until next time.